There are moments when you look at someone you once loved and realize they never truly saw you. You gave, tried, explained, forgave, but something was always missing. You were invisible unless you served a purpose. For anyone who has ever loved a woman who was driven by control, vanity, and emotional power, this message is for you. This video explores when a narcissistic woman finally lets you go. Not because she has changed, but because she no longer finds what she needs in you. Understanding these moments is not about bitterness. It is about clarity and freedom. When you know how her patterns work, you stop blaming yourself for what was never your fault. When you are struggling, a narcissistic woman lives on being admired and feeling powerful. She wants people around her who make her look good, not people who need help. When you have money problems, emotional burnout, or family trouble, she often withdraws. Your struggles take attention away from her, and that is a problem for her. Love to a narcissist is conditional. It exists only when it feeds her self-image. If you cannot give her constant praise because you are tired or stressed, she sees you as less useful. At first, she may act kind or offer a few words of sympathy, so she looks good. But deep inside, your hardship is an annoyance that steals her spotlight. Signs it is starting. She is less available, she stops checking on practical details, or she begins to criticize you for bringing down the mood. Her sympathy may be short and surface level. She might suggest you are weak or should fix it yourself. Protect your basic needs. Get practical help from friends, family, or professionals. Keep records of important things, money, medical notes. Remember that her reaction shows who she really is, not your worth. Your healing matters more than her approval. When you are sick or depressed, illness and sadness show human weakness, and a narcissistic woman hates reminders of weakness. She prizes youth, success, and the image of perfection. When you are sick or deeply sad, you no longer reflect her ideal mirror. Instead, you show vulnerability she does not want in her life. How she often behaves, she becomes cold, impatient, or acts like your need is inconvenient. She may change the subject, blame you for being dramatic, or make you feel guilty for needing care. Sometimes she will pretend to help, but it is shallow and quickly stops. A narcissist cannot easily offer real empathy because empathy does not give her status or attention. Prolonged illness costs her emotionally. She will pull back to protect her image and comfort. Seek reliable support outside the relationship. Doctors, counselors, trusted friends. Set clear needs, what help you need and what you don't. If she refuses to help and criticizes you instead, take that as a sign to increase other supports. Your life and health come first. When she has nothing left to gain. For a narcissistic woman, relationships are often transactions. Affection, money, social status, and attention are returns she expects. If being with you stops bringing her benefits, status, money, drama, or admiration, she starts to detach. Interest fades slowly, or she becomes distant suddenly. She may stop planning for the future with you, or begin to compare you to others. Sometimes she will leave quietly, other times she makes a dramatic exit. Why this matters? Her staying is mostly about supply. The things she gets from you that feed her ego. When that supply runs out, she feels entitled to find another source. Recognize that this is about her need, not your value. Protect your finances, your social networks, and your reputation. If she leaves, grieve the loss, then rebuild with people who value you for who you are, not what you give. When you become grounded and authentic. Narcissists control by creating emotional chaos. When you are confused or constantly seeking approval, they feel powerful. But if you start to heal, become calm, and act honestly and consistently, their control weakens. Why your growth scares her. Your stability proves she cannot dominate your feelings anymore. Your clear words and steady actions break the drama she uses to stay central. She may test you with small provocations or sudden fights to see if you will react. She may try to pull you back with compliments or gifts, then switch to criticism or emotional manipulation when those fail. If you keep your calm and stay true to yourself, she will often decide to leave because she has lost control. Stay consistent. Keep to routines that support you. Say what you mean and mean what you say. Your quiet confidence is the healthiest way to remove her grip. When they get bored and find someone new. Narcissistic women feed on novelty and admiration. After the first thrill fades, they look for fresh attention. Often they start new connections while still with you, hunting for someone who makes them feel exciting and admired again. They slowly ignore you, compare you to new people, or start secretive behavior. When they find someone who looks better on paper, younger, richer, or more famous, they drift toward that person and start to drop you. If the new person disappoints, a narcissist might return, but their return is rarely about love. It's about convenience and supply. Watch for secretive signs and protect yourself emotionally and practically. If a new person shows up, do not rush forgiveness. Check facts before making decisions. Value yourself enough to walk away if you are being replaced. When you expose them. Being exposed, caught in a lie, or called out for manipulation is terrifying for a narcissist. Their identity depends on the image they show. When you point out the truth, they feel cornered and powerless. They will gaslight you, say you're wrong, spread rumors, play the victim, or make dramatic accusations to turn the story around. They may also smile and act like nothing happened to keep up the mask. Ultimately, exposure removes their power over you. If you no longer accept the false image, they lose control of the narrative, rather than repair the damage honestly. Many narcissists choose to leave and find another audience. Document the facts, keep calm, and share your truth with trusted people. Exposure can be freeing. It ends the secrecy. Make sure you are safe before confronting them. Use support networks and do not rely on them to change. 7. When you become difficult to control. Control is the air a narcissist breathes. She needs to trigger your guilt, shame, or fear to feel dominant. When you stop reacting, when you say no, stop explaining yourself, or refuse to chase her approval, she loses power. First charm and promises, then blame and emotional punishment if charm fails. She may try to isolate you or make you feel guilty for setting limits. If none of these work, she may walk away. Why independence hurts her. Your self-determination breaks the unspoken contract that you will always put her first. Without that contract, she cannot maintain dominance. Practice saying no in small steps. Use short, clear responses and avoid long explanations. Build your independence slowly. Money, friends, and routines that do not depend on her. Independence reduces her control and protects your well-being. When you set boundaries. Boundaries are the opposite of a narcissistic need for unlimited access. When you clearly say what you will not accept You cut off the control she expects. To her, limits feel like rejection. She may punish you with silence, anger, or threats, anything to make you back down. But if you stand firm, that push and pull usually ends with her walking away because her pride cannot accept limits. They show you value yourself and will not be manipulated. Narcissists need easy targets. When you are not one, they move on. Be direct and short. Example: I won't accept yelling. If you yell, I leave the room. Enforce the boundary once, calmly. Repeat if needed. Get support from friends, a counselor, or a domestic helpline if the pushback is strong. A narcissistic woman does not leave because of who you are. She leaves because of what she cannot take from you anymore. When you stop feeding her ego, when you start choosing peace over chaos, and when you build strength where she once created weakness, she has no reason to stay. The truth is both painful and liberating. Her departure is not rejection. It is release. Every time she walks away, you move closer to freedom. You begin to rebuild your sense of worth, your confidence, and your quiet power. If you are healing from this kind of relationship, know that you are not broken. You are rediscovering the parts of yourself that were buried under manipulation and self-doubt. Keep them safe. Protect your calm. Trust that real love, healthy, mutual, patient love, does not demand you lose yourself to keep it. And as always, because YouTube's algorithm tends to favor videos with strong engagement, if you feel this video has brought you value, a simple like and a quick subscribe would mean so much. It not only helps this message reach more people who need it, but also ensures you will never miss the next video that could make a difference in your journey. Thanks all.